At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at BellisioFoods.com/careers.
Happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where we are here with a very special guest, and then we will get to some news here later on in the program. But before we do that, we have a very special, fun, new event coming up this coming Labor Day. Yes, it's Labor Day weekend, if you didn't know. Coming up this Labor Day weekend, and our friend Kelly is here to talk about it. So welcome. We're so happy to have you here.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. So could you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and what organization you're with? And then we'll get to this really, really fun, cool event that's coming up.
I sure can. I am Kelly Van Hoos. I'm with the Senior Fair Board, also known as the Ross County Ag Society there in Ross County. And we are the ones who are presenting this wonderful RoCo Music Fest.
So RoCo Music Fest, and you have to assume that's Ross County, right?
Ross County, RoCo.
RoCo. No, I think that's super cute. And so when they told me you were coming in, I was like, oh, okay, some music at the fairgrounds or whatever this weekend. And then you laid down the flyer, and I was like, oh, this is like some major stuff going on.
It's a thing.
It is a big thing.
It's a big thing. It's a big deal. And all of Ross County should be so excited as me.
That's right.
We've had concerts in the past at the fairgrounds, but nothing like this.
I mean, this is like 3 days worth of major entertainment acts.
It is. It's 3 whole days with camping. And activities for the kids.
Yep.
So they'll be entertained while mom and dad are having fun. And of course, they can come in and watch the concerts as well.
Heck yeah. So the Ross County Fairgrounds, we were talking about how fortunate we are just in our area in general to have such beautiful facilities. All of our local counties have just gorgeous fairgrounds, but they need to be utilized more because they're they're great and they kind of sit there after the fairs, right?
Well, like you were saying earlier, they're so busy out of a couple weeks of the year. It's the most happening thing going on. And then, of course, it gets quiet. And it's kind of sad to see them sitting there all empty.
They need to be loved year round.
They do. They do, for sure.
And what better place to have, a big concert like that with, you've got tons of parking, accessibility, you've got beautiful buildings, you've got facilities, you've got all that. So why not?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Parking is always a hard thing to come by, when you're looking at other venues and such. So we have plenty of parking. Of course, parking will be at gate 3.
Okay.
So when you come into the fairgrounds there, and it's $10 a car to park.
Okay.
So there'll be plenty of space for everyone.
Very good. And that's the main thing. So let's talk about the RoCo Music Festival that is coming up this weekend. Maybe some of the logistics of it, as far as, are there weekend ticket passes? Is it just a one-day thing? Because this is 3 days of major music artists coming to our area.
Yes, in our backyard.
Yes, literally.
It's so exciting to think that Parker McCollum is coming to Ross County.
So cool.
I know. Yes.
We're all like,
yes. Absolutely. But you're right. There are many combinations of tickets that you can do. If you can't do all 3 days, but you want to do one and see one of your favorite bands, $100 for 3 concerts in the one day. Okay, per person. And then if you want to be a 3-day commuter, which means that you're not camping, but you're going to come all 3 days, $175.
Oh,
so that's
you're kind
the
of
bigger.
better off to just.
It's the bigger bang for the buck.
For sure.
It is, because you may come Friday and decide, I want to be at this the rest of the weekend. So you do have those options. And then, of course, if you like to camp, it's $150 for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So super, good value for that. And then if you would like to come in and set up early, you can set up as early as Wednesday for an additional $25. And then on Thursday, the price goes up just a little bit of $50. Okay. So, which would be nice to get in there, get set up, because when Friday hits,
have your primo spot.
Yeah. When Friday hits, you want to make sure that you're all set up, ready to go, because concerts start at 5. Now, the gates to get into the venue is going to open at 3. Okay. So it'll be general seating. So you can bring a lawn chair. A blanket if you like.
BYOC.
Yep. You could
bring your own chair.
Bring your own chair and kind of get your spot picked out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. And we will get to the artists here in a minute, I promise you, but we're going to make you wait a little bit. So, will there be, like vendors inside, like food, drinks, that kind of thing?
Yes, there will be food vendors. There will be a couple different beer gardens, one in the infield of the concert area and one on the outside.
Okay.
And then, of course, there will be our traveling liquor lady that will be there to set up for mixed drinks and things like that.
Love that.
Yes, a little bit for everybody.
Love it. Yeah.
Myself, I'm not a big beer drinker, so maybe a seltzer or Mike's lemonade type of thing.
Heck yeah.
And then, of course, we'll have plenty of water and pop and stuff for the non-drinkers.
Okay.
For sure.
And then some food.
Food. Yes. The typical fair and festival food will be there.
It will be there.
Yes. And then, of course, activities for the kids. There will be bounce houses and putt-putt golf. And then there's a golf simulator. So,
nice.
Yeah. So, and of course, as what my kids always loved was they'd bring their bicycles and scooters,
good idea.
Hoverboards, for the kids that are going to be out in the campgrounds, because there'll be all that open space that you can just, play and let the kids wear themselves out.
Yet another reason why the fairgrounds is such a good idea.
You got that right. Yes. A lot of open space for kids to roam and be safe.
Yeah, and that's the main thing is keeping all the kids safe. Now, is the bouncy houses and all that, is that included in the price of admission?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes. It's all free. So
that's great.
Yes.
Now, are kids' tickets, like for the concerts and things like that, are they the same price as adult tickets?
They are.
Okay.
They are. 6 and under get in free.
Okay.
So it does get a little pricey, and that's something that we do want to maybe work on for next year, is having like a family package.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. We've learned so much of things that, we want to change. As you do anything for the very first time, you learn the ups and downs, the negatives and positives, and then tweak those.
And you guys are doing great
until you get it, worked out just right.
I get it.
But still, you're getting 9 concerts.
Yes.
9 concerts for $200. I mean, I'm going to go see Shania Twain, and I couldn't get anything under $800.
There you go.
So it's very expensive. Concerts are.
Yes.
And I tell you,
are.
It's very expensive to put a show on like this.
Yes, it is.
These guys are not cheap.
Not cheap at all. So let's get to the artists and what day, who's playing and all of that. And this really is going to be a wonderful weekend full of great music, something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yes. A little bit of the classic country to our new and up and
Yes.
coming. So a little bit for everybody. But yes, we will kick off our Friday night with a band called Nashville Crush. And they bring a lot of excitement. And they were so excited when they got to hear that they were going to be kicking off the entire weekend.
Nice.
Yes, so they're going to be phenomenal. And then we have Little Texas, which is one of those great old bands. They've had like 13 or 14 number one hits in their career.
That is literally going to be a sing-along concert. You're going to know all the songs they sing.
Yes.
It's going to be so good. You know what is a little disheartening to me is that a band that I listened to growing up is now classic country.
Yeah, me too.
But that being said, they're still awesome. Seen them in concert a couple of times. They're so good. And literally, you will have so much fun with them.
I love those bands that you say, you think, oh, what do they sing? What do they sing? And then they start singing. It's like, oh, yes, I love that song.
Yes.
I love that song.
Wait,
and then,
they sing that song too.
Right.
That's my jam.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. And before you know it, you love all the songs.
Yeah.
So that's going to be one of those bands that you go, oh yeah, they were so good. So we're very happy to have them. And then Jana Kramer.
Yes.
Beautiful lady.
Yep.
She is pregnant. I don't know if people know that. So
okay, well
she
that
will
could
be
make
about-
for some excitement.
Yeah, she's about 7 months.
Oh, my.
So she will be glowing in her beauty of pregnancy.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, and I hope that we'll just have to keep some water on standby
Yeah.
for her. I think we have a message from Jana, don't we, Dylan?
Yep, yeah, we do.
Okay, let's hear from her if you don't mind. Here,
Absolutely.
it'd be fun to hear from her.
Hey, it's Jana Kramer inviting everybody out Friday, September 1st to the new RoCo Music Festival. It's going to be a blast. See you Friday, September 1st.
Is she not so cute?
She is adorable.
She is so
oh my
cute.
gosh. Yes.
Just love that. Okay, so that's like all Friday.
That's Friday. Yes. And so then we're moving on to Saturday night, and we will be opening again. This concert, artists will start around 5:00. Nolan Taylor. He's a
Okay.
local boy from Bainbridge. My oldest kids actually went to school with him.
No, how cool.
Oh, I was just texting with him just this morning in your waiting room. So
Yeah,
he's
very
out
good.
on tour right now with El King and 49 Winchester and Cadillac 3.
Cool.
So he is doing great. We're
Very
so proud of
good.
him. And then Randy Hauser. Randy Hauser is, another one of those great guys that just, he sings and you just go, oh, I love that.
I love you.
I
You're
love that.
so cute.
And then Dustin Lynch.
Oh, yes. And he is
Oh.
adorable.
Yes, he is such a sweet guy and was so kind to do a Zoom call for us and was just anything to help you out. Just a good guy.
Yeah. I think we have a message from him too, don't we, Dylan?
Yep.
All right. Well, let's hear from Dustin.
Hey everybody, Dustin Lynch here. We're so pumped to bring the tour to the all-new RoCo Fest at Chillicothe, Ohio. We will catch you guys Saturday, September the 2nd.
He's so fun.
He's going to bring a lot of excitement
Yes.
to the stage. That's for sure. Yes. So, of course, he will be performing around the 9:00 time.
Okay.
So we aim for 5:00, 7:00, and 9:00
Okay.
for each act of the evening.
Okay. And for each day.
For each day.
So 5,
That's
7, 9.
5, 7, and 9.
Perfect.
And the 5:00, we ought to be able to hit that one square on, and then
We'll play the rest by ear.
the rest is approximately.
Yes.
But I think we'll be okay to stick with the
I
times.
think so, too.
But each and every night will be 5, 7, and 9.
Very
Yep.
cool. And you're getting 3 concerts a night. Like, this is crazy.
Oh, it is.
You guys are
It is.
wild.
So then we've our final night, Sunday night, September 3rd, we will open with Sweet Tea Trio. And these lovely ladies are from Nashville. So
Love it.
They are super, super sweet and very, very talented. And then we have Raylan. Raylan's from The Voice.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes.
Yes. And then our Parker McCollum.
Yay.
Yay. Yes. As I was saying before, when we were able to book him, it was very late winter, early spring, and his career has just taken off since then.
Isn't that so fortunate?
It is.
It's just like,
it
yay
is
for us.
Yes. And of course, always happy to see, people thrive and be successful.
Oh, heck yeah.
And he's such a young fella from Texas and, trying to get his career going. And we got him nabbed up in the nick of time because,
So good.
nowadays, today
Oh,
we wouldn't
gosh.
be able to afford him.
No.
Because he's selling out everywhere he goes. So we are very happy.
So this
Very
is so great. So you can listen to all of these wonderful artists and again, a little bit of everything for everybody, whether you like kind of maybe some old school country all the way up to the new current stuff.
Absolutely.
Everybody's going to be happy.
Everybody's going to be happy.
Yep. And the cool thing is I love these like kind of local venues because they're so intimate. Like, you can go to Ohio Stadium, and that's cool to go see George Strait or whatever, and with 100,000 of your closest friends,
Right.
or you get to see these artists, with a few hundred or thousand people, and it's like, I'm way closer.
Oh,
You get
definitely.
to see better, you get to hear better, all of that.
It's very much an up close and personal concert. I mean, with the generalized seating where you just come in and sit wherever
Just
you
chill
like.
out.
I mean, you don't get to do that very often. Like
Right.
most concerts, you've got a seat, you've got a number, and you've got to
And
be
it's-
there.
Everybody's like this,
and so this is definitely a more relaxed feel, and just have fun, let loose, and just
heck yeah.
and then you can walk back to your camper.
There you go.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody has maybe like some primitive things, like maybe a tent or whatever, are there facilities there on the grounds, like showers and all that stuff that people can utilize?
Absolutely. All of our shower houses and bathrooms will be open. Of course, there will also be porta johns in the concert area, so you don't have to leave. And then, yes, showers. Yeah, everything
All the
that,
stuff.
that
So
you
you're good to
need.
go.
You're good to go, and you can tent camp. That's not a problem. And you would still go to campspot.com in order to book. Yeah, to book that space.
Okay.
The pricing is still the same for the $150.
Okay.
For the tent. But yeah, it's whatever a person likes to do. I know I've got some friends that they've got this Toyota truck and they've got this camper thing on top of it. And
There's some really cool stuff.
It's really cool. So, they could just pop that thing up anywhere,
There you go.
Yeah. So
Love it.
It's a great way to end the summer by having all these concerts right here and just relax
And
for a
it's
minute.
family friendly. Yeah, chill out.
Just relax. Everybody deserves it.
Yes. For sure.
For sure.
That is the thing. Well, very good. So let's talk about how people can get tickets to the concert.
Okay. Well, if you go to RoCoMusicFest.com, that will get you all your ticket information right there.
Great.
And of course, you just click on what you want and put it in the cart, and then you process it that way. It's a very safe and secure site. You don't have to worry about that. And then if you would like to camp, of course, it's campspot.com.
Campspot.com. Gotcha.
And of course, you can, like I said, you can move in early and get those extra days in, or just, come in on Friday. The gates will open 9:00 Friday morning for the campers to come in. And they will be checking you in as you come and putting a wristband on. And we will be putting those bands on for you because we will be policing the bands very, very, seriously.
That makes sense.
Because different days will have different bands.
Okay.
But the camping people will have one band that is for the whole weekend. So we want that to be on and stay on. We don't want you to lose it. We don't want you to take it off.
Okay.
And so that's going to be policed, and please have a band on or you will be escorted off the premises.
Kelly be tossing you out on your behind. Look, I mean,
I have friends that can do it for me. How about that?
I can give a mean finger point.
I could say, where's your band? You're going to get in trouble. No.
Bad person. Well, no, very good. So RoCoMusicFest.com. Is that what you said?
RoCo, yes, RoCoMusicFest.com and campspot.com for your camping.
Very good.
And yeah, let's see. I think we got, I did want to mention that when you do come in, there's no bags. No large bags,
Oh, okay.
and no coolers, if you're coming in from the parking lot or even from the campgrounds, don't be dragging your cooler in to the venue with
Gotcha.
you. You can
Yeah,
bring
okay.
lawn chairs, of course, or
Okay.
a blanket like we had discussed, but they will be checking things like that at the door.
And that's just to make sure everybody's safe.
Yeah. There will be metal detectors.
Okay.
Yeah. So coming in and out of the campgrounds.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good. And that's, that's just the norm.
That's just the norm.
Unfortunately, but
It's
that's
just
the
what
way
we
it is.
do. Yeah.
So if you don't like it, get used to it because it's just going to be the way we live.
Well, I think it's just more of that to come.
It is. It is. Okay. So let's go over the artists one more time before we let you get out of here.
Okay. Of course, we have Nashville Crush in Little Texas and Jana Kramer on Friday. And then Nolan Taylor, Randy Hauser, and Dustin Lynch on Friday. Saturday, that is. And then Sweet Tea Trio, Ray Lynn, and Parker McCollum on Sunday.
Very good. And you can come one day. You can come all the days.
Yeah.
Best value, obviously, to get that ticket for all 3 days.
Yes, $175 for a 3-day pass and $100 for the 1 day. And to have access to come and go from the campgrounds, that's a $200 wristband because the commuter passes will not get you into the campgrounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
But again, that's camping all weekend as well.
that's camping all weekend. Yeah. And I would like to, if you don't mind, I've got some folks I'd like to thank.
Absolutely,
for sure.
please.
You guys may have heard of this fella, Paul Pollard.
Love Paulie.
Oh my gosh. Isn't he the best?
He's wonderful.
Oh my goodness.
He's great.
Paul Pollard Productions for our sound and stage and lights. And he's from Masseyville fella with his wonderful school. If you haven't been there, you've got to go. I never knew that existed and it was so interesting. So check Paul out.
Yes.
RMA in Nashville and our booking agent Chuck Lips. Been fantastic to work with. And of course, this all could not be possible without our sponsors, Green Lawn RV, Chillicothe Visitors Bureau, and Peterbilt. And of course, a very special thank you to our Ross County Fair Board members for putting this show together.
Yes.
And to bring country music back to Ross County and money into our local community.
That's exactly right. And think about that. It will stay local. And that's so good.
It is. It is. It's good for all. And,
Yeah,
it won't only be Ross County. It'll be Jackson and Pike and Fayette and Highland. So
Absolutely. People are buying gas and they're staying in hotels and
that's
they're
right.
eating and all of that stuff.
That's
so
right. And
this is what these things are so good about.
And we have folks coming from far away. We have people from Tennessee, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, West Virginia,
Wow.
Pennsylvania. They're coming from all over.
Holy moly.
And I tell you, Parker McCollum fans are serious. They will follow him anywhere.
Get your elbows going.
Yes.
So you can get a front
Get a
spot.
good spot. That's right.
Well, very good. Well, thank you so much for hanging with us this morning and
Oh,
letting us
my
know
pleasure. Thank
about
you.
this wonderful event this coming weekend. And again, if you want to get tickets, RoCoMusicFest.com.
Yes,
and you can
ma'am.
get all the info there.
That's right.
Very cool.
That's right. Thank you.
Well, Kelly, thank you so much. And anytime you have anything exciting and fun, come back and see us.
I will do that. I would love to. It's been good.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, I think Jeremiah Schaefer just walked in and we're going to talk about some news and some police chases from the weekend, which is pretty funny, and some other stuff. But let's go to the weather first, if we could, and then we'll get switched out here. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. So thank goodness it's looking a little more mild this week as we head into our Labor Day weekend. So Dylan, would you like to show her out? Okay. So here we go. And today is Monday. Looks absolutely lovely. Partly cloudy skies with highs of 83. Tomorrow about the same. Partly cloudy skies, highs of 83. Getting down into the 50s overnight even. So not even getting too, it's getting kind of cooler overnight. And then Wednesday, look at that. And Thursday, getting only up into the upper 70s, which is A-OK with me. And then as your Labor Day weekend comes along, back up into the mid to upper 80s. But that's okay because it's Labor Day weekend and it's summer and it still should be warm. Right, Jeremiah?
That is right. I can't believe that we are getting into September already, Jen.
I know. That's
hard
what,
to believe.
when Kelly sat down and we were talking about the concerts and all of that, I'm like, wait a minute, this is Labor Day weekend already. And she said, oh gosh, can you believe it's like the unofficial end to summer?
Right.
And it's
right.
like, holy moly.
I feel like it snuck up on us. I don't know.
It did. And, first Ohio State game this weekend. I mean, all
Right.
kind of crazy stuff.
All kinds of stuff. So before I get into my stack here, I feel like Pete Wilson with my stack of news this morning. On my way in, I popped over to the radio to let those guys know too. We got a 2-vehicle crash on State Route 32 at Cove Road. Okay. Call came across at 9:13 a.m. So it's only been active for about 13 minutes. And law enforcement and EMS and fire were heading to the scene. It sounded like it was 2 vehicles. And from what I could hear from scanner traffic, there was a female that could not get out of a car due to heavy damage to the car. But the emergency personnel was talking to her, so she was conscious.
Okay, that's good news.
But my guess is they'll probably have to use some type of jaws of life or something to get her out of that vehicle. But if you're traveling in the area of State Route 32 and Cove Road, that's outside of Jackson,
32
towards Cincinnati. I don't know if it's in the eastbound or the westbound lanes. I didn't catch that portion of it, but if you're heading towards Cincinnati, out past 776, out that way.
Yep, I know where you're talking about.
That is where this 2-vehicle crash is. So that is going on if you're traveling out that way. I don't know if the road is shut down or if it's just kind of a 1-lane deal or what, but just be aware and get over, and
please
listen to the folks.
Give everybody room.
Yep. So we're going to talk some sports out the gate here, and I don't talk sports, so we're going to.
Are we going to talk about sports ball, Jeremiah?
We're going to talk about sports ball. Happened over the weekend. So we had our 4 local teams played over the weekend, and only one of the 4 had a win. Had a win. So we'll go through the scores here, and that's really cool that Dylan put us behind that. How cool is that?
I never
Look
seen
at
that
Dylan.
before.
Dylan getting fancy here.
Woo!
Well, usually it's just it's not see-through like that.
I
so that's pretty
know.
cool.
How'd you do that?
So I think it's still
I don't
see
know,
us.
man. It just happened.
He's like, I really didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to. So there you go.
Okay.
So we'll run through these. I'm not going to go in order that's up there. That's just kind of at a glance for those that are watching. We're going to read through them. So on Friday, August 25th, Vinton County won over Circleville 19-8.
Okay.
And
strange football score.
Yeah, then Piketon 34, Oak Hill 0.
Okay.
So that was kind of a shutout there. And then Fairland 56, Wellston 21. So another loss there for a local team. And then had a lot of people ask, how come we didn't have the Jackson score on Friday night? Because they played on Saturday. So they played on Saturday. They traveled down to Ironton. That was Saturday, August 26th. Ironton 35, Jackson 14.
Yeah, rough weekend for our local teams.
Rough weekend.
But we will persevere.
Right. Yeah, they, all the teams, had really good opening last week. Except for that cross-county rival game. Somebody had to lose there. So, but that was a good start. And we'll go over next week, or not next week, coming into this week. So Jackson will be home, and they will. This is Friday, September 1st. They will be playing Willardsburg at 7 p.m. at home. That's Jackson. Benton County will be away at Trimble, and that game starts at 7 p.m. Oak Hill will be home, and they'll be playing Rock Hill at 7 o'clock is when the kickoff is for that. And then Wellston will be away. They're traveling to Minford, and that game is also at 7 o'clock.
The mighty Minford Falcons.
Yeah, I got the Falcons, and you got Rock Hill. That's what, the Redmond? Is that the Redmond? Maybe not. I don't know. Trimble Wildcats?
I don't know. We're just talking about sports ball here.
We're talking about sports ball. On the same note, though, about the schedule, there's going to be a tailgate party at Oak Hill's Davis Stadium on Friday, and this is being put together by a High Value Bank.
Okay.
And they will be doing giveaways, including free hot dogs to the first 100 kids. That tailgate party will begin at 6 o'clock and will end at kickoff before the Oak Hill football game that evening.
Nice.
So if you're going down to Oak Hill for that game, you got kids. Sounds like they're giving away hot dogs. They may have some other giveaways as well.
Heck yeah.
Something I covered on Friday afternoon. This happened on Huron Street. Incident on Huron Street. We got a photo. It was a real quick incident. So what you're looking at here, you have a truck carrying a trailer, and it has some like farm related equipment on it.
Yeah, it looks like cattle panels.
Yeah, like cattle panels and some like grain
chutes?
bins. And,
okay.
Yeah, different stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it was. This was at 3:09 p.m. is when the call came in, and this truck pulling a trailer, hauling a load of farm related equipment, lost part of its load there on Huron Street.
Oh, no.
So the driver was sitting at the stop sign at Bennett Avenue, and he made a right-hand turn onto Huron Street. At that time, part of the equipment the driver was hauling came off the trailer into the westbound lanes of the roadway.
Oh, no.
It's unknown whether like the strap broke or it wasn't quite secure or what happened there. But you can see that it's blocking part of the roadway there. A forklift showed up from Jackson Ag Service, which is just down the street.
Fortunate.
And that may have been where they were heading.
That's where they were headed.
And so they were able to pick up all the equipment and move it out of the roadway real quickly.
Good.
And they actually transported the equipment using the forklift back down to Jackson Ag, because that's where the trailer and truck ended up at. That scene out there was cleared by 3:33 p.m. So
that's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Good job by all.
Yeah. Good job by all. So just wanted to mention that in case somebody happened to be driving down here and seen that on Friday afternoon there.
What is it about this intersection this weekend?
Right. I don't have any notes on this, but that same intersection, we had an incident happen Friday afternoon, and I can tell you what I know based on scanner traffic. I did call JPD before I came in. They didn't have anything to give me at this time. I got to check back with them.
Okay.
But on Scanner Traffic Friday, I heard some interesting scanner traffic. There was a three-wheeler, I guess, driving on the road uptown. And, a three-wheeler, you can see it, here it is.
That's a three-wheeler.
Three-wheeler, check it out. Being pursued by a Jackson Police Department. This is down in that same area.
Same
Huron.
intersection.
Yeah, same intersection. Huron and what did I say, Bennett area there, and you can see it cutting through the parking lot there at the Jackson Water Company.
Or what?
And we don't have a lot of details about this incident. The only thing I can say is what I heard over scanner traffic, and that is Friday afternoon. I don't have the time. They observed this vehicle making its way through streets in Jackson.
Oh.
And so they let PD know, hey, this is, driving on the road. I don't think it's not road legal.
You're not supposed to be doing that.
So you're not supposed to be doing that. And anyhow, I guess a pursuit ended up, down on that side of town. And I think it ended up going outside of the city because at one point I heard that it had been seen out on John Hoops out on 139, out in the county. So I don't know a whole lot more outside of that, but a lot of people have seen this video and asked if I knew anything more about it. All I know is that, the vehicle wasn't road legal, and I'm guessing that's probably why they tried to pull him over to say, hey, you can't be driving this in town. And
the best thing was, though, that it ended up on TikTok, and it now has like a bazillion.
It's got
views.
a bunch of views.
Somebody put the Dukes of Hazzard theme song.
Yes,
to it.
yes. So,
and it's just ridiculous.
Yes. And so that's out there on Facebook and
God.
TikTok and social media.
Yeah.
And you can view that. And I've had a lot of people say they've gotten a laugh from that.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, at the end of the day, you're just kind of like, yeah. I mean, is it dumb that you're riding a three? How is even a 3-wheeler still a thing?
I don't know. So, but that did happen on Friday. I have made a call to try to learn some more information on where that went. I don't know if the individual did get away or
I'm sure the police are just like, really?
I'm going to say it's probably
Come
still
on,
like
dude.
an ongoing ordeal. And we'll look into that and see if we can't get like an official report to kind of give us some more details on that. But that's kind of a funny video that surfaced, and funny vehicle that surfaced over the weekend. But that happened Friday afternoon, and we'll
only in
follow
Jackson.
up. Yeah, only in Jackson. So we'll follow up. Moving
Stay
on.
away from that intersection. Evidently, some weird things going on.
Yeah. So wanted to go over a few things that are happening today. Today is Monday, August 28th. Just some reminders. The Jackson County Common Pleas Court has announced that the jury trial scheduled for today, Monday, August 28th, has been canceled. Therefore, prospective jurors do not need to report.
Okay.
So don't worry about that this morning. Wanted to mention this again. A section of High Street in the city of Jackson will be closed starting today, Monday, August 28th through September 1st. And the section of High Street is between Oak Street and State Street, and it's for that ongoing project for Columbia Gas. That section of roadway is closed right now. It'll be closed each day, 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., and the city of Jackson requests that residents follow the guidance of the contractors performing the work.
Seems like that's never going to end.
Yeah, it feels like that gas line, but it's progress.
It is, and it's good.
Progress.
It's needed. I'm sure needed done.
I'm
but
sure.
it's just because it's part of the infrastructure, obviously, of our town.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like
it's been an ongoing thing.
Yeah.
It seems like all summer, and even I think may have been started some last year.
Yeah.
It seems like it's just been ongoing. Also today, another project I wanted to mention.
You are like Pete Wilson. Look at you.
Yeah, I got all kinds of notes here. A section of Sour Run Road will be closed for a large pipe replacement project starting today, Monday, August 28th. The closing will take place just west of Glade Run Road and will last 1 to 2 weeks depending on weather conditions. So if you travel Sour Run Road, west of Glade Run Road, just be aware that they are going to be starting that pipe replacement project out there, and apparently it's a large one.
Okay.
So, in the city of Wellston this evening, they will be doing Ohio Pest Control. Will be doing in conjunction with the city of Wellston.
Yes.
Will be conducting mosquito spraying today, Monday, August 28th, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. If inclement weather prevents the spraying will be done the following Friday on September 1st at the same time. Anyone with breathing problems should consider shutting their windows, turning off air conditioning, window, AC units until that fog dissipates.
It doesn't take very long for it to go away, but you just don't want to suck that into your house.
And it's important that they do these, especially, Vinton County just recently had a pool of West Nile show up.
That's kind of scary.
And, it is kind of scary. So if you're outdoors, and you might want to put on some of the bug spray. And you got the stuff with the ticks going on right now, too.
DEET, man.
So you need the DEET.
Is it better? Is putting a chemical on your body worse than getting Lyme disease or West Nile? I think not.
Right.
So just put some off on people.
Right. And I have another notice. This came in to the newsroom right before I came on, so I didn't print it off because I knew it was time for me to come back. City of Jackson announced that McCarty Lane from Main Street to the lower Walmart entrance will be closed Tuesday, August 29th. That's tomorrow.
Okay.
Between the hours of 8:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. They're doing electric line maintenance over there.
All right. So that's the side entrance to Walmart.
Yeah, I believe that's the side.
Yeah.
So from Main Street down to wherever they call that there, Walmart Drive or the side
To the
entrance.
JC building.
Yeah. So, yes.
Or Jaffe building. Sorry.
So I wanted to mention that. So that section of Macquarie Lane will be closed tomorrow during that time period.
Okay.
You know what we got coming up next week, Jen?
What?
We got Ohilco coming up next week. But before we get to Ohilco, do you know what holiday we have coming up?
Labor Day?
Labor Day. Labor Day is coming up. That's Monday, September 4th. And as with these federal holiday closures, a lot of our county and city folks observe those. So I wanted to go through that schedule of closures because your trash may be impacted.
Okay.
For those that are not aware. So in the village of Colton, they will be closed on that Monday. We'll reopen on that Tuesday. Now, Colton's trash is normally picked up on Friday. But because of the holiday, this is one of those holidays that do impact their schedule.
Okay.
So Rumpke will pick up the village of Colton's trash. It'll be picked up on Saturday instead of Friday. So it's delayed by a day.
Okay.
For those in the village of Colton. Now, here in the city of Jackson, those village offices will be closed. They'll reopen the following day. And Monday's trash will be picked up on Tuesday, along with Tuesday's regular route.
So get your trash out early on Tuesday.
So you got to get it out early because
They're
those
doing
guys,
double duty.
will be running double routes. And they say, have it out to the curb no later than 6 a.m. the next day.
Yep.
I have Jackson trash, and I usually put mine out the night before I go to bed.
Don't mess around with it.
Don't mess around with
them.
it. You're going to miss it. That is right. Down in the village, Oak Hill, they will be closed there at the village. Reopen the following day. Their garbage collection will be postponed by one day.
Okay.
Down there. City of Wellston, same thing. They'll be closed. Reopen on Tuesday. They will do Monday's trash. Will be picked up on Tuesday with regular trash. So they ask that all garbage be out early, as they will be running double routes as well.
Okay.
Just like Jackson. Now, Jackson County, this is the government offices, so like your courthouse, commission, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
They will all be closed on Monday, reopen the following day. Now, the same thing for the Jackson County Clerk of Courts Title Department, the B&V. They will also be closed and will reopen for regular hours on that Tuesday.
Okay.
Village of Hamden. Now, this is a new addition to the list because I used not to have this.
Okay.
And I was able to add it recently.
Nice.
Made a call over there and was able to talk to those folks and let them know, hey, I'm going to be checking in before holidays. So, Village of Hammond there in Vinton County, they will be closed on Monday, reopen on Tuesday, and their garbage collection will be postponed by one day. I think their garbage is actually collected on Wednesday, so it'll be on Thursday.
Okay.
The Village of MacArthur, they will be closed, reopen. The village doesn't provide trash service, so it must be just kind of a free-for-all thing up there. I don't know if they, if people have to get...
Just take it out to Lake Rupert and chuck it over the side or what?
I guess they don't, have a trash truck and go around and collect trash. Yeah. They didn't say that they have like a contract with like Rumpke or anything, so I don't know if there's maybe like a local person that goes around and gets it, and those people pay that person, or how it works in the village there.
Interesting.
Not sure, but they did tell me they didn't do trash service up there.
Okay.
But if you got to pay bills or whatever, just be aware, going to be closed. Yep. And then Vinton County government offices, they will be closed and will reopen. A little different at their B&V. They will be closed on Saturday, September 2nd, as well as Monday, September 4th, and they'll reopen on Tuesday. So they're going to be closed
Saturday and Monday
for the Labor Day.
Okay.
So a little different there for the Labor Day closures. Another closure for Labor Day I wanted to mention is My Brother's Place. I know you had Connie Pelletier, and she's the new director over there. She says that My Brother's Place in Wellston will be open on Labor Day. So they will be open on Labor Day, Monday, September 4th, but will be closed Wednesday through Friday, that's the 6th through the 8th, due to the Ohio Hill Country Festival.
Okay.
It says those scheduled to receive food that week should pick it up on Labor Day, Monday, September 4th. And another note, I know she's had a lot of trouble over there, so I wanted to mention this. Folks dropping stuff off after hours. Yes. There's now signage posted that I
do
saw.
that.
It says, notice, do not leave donations after hours.
Don't
I
do
guess
it.
people,
They
she's
can't
got,
use it.
they can't use it. She says that they just got to pitch it. You can't just dump it out there and expect that it's going to go somewhere, because where it's going is in the dumpster out back.
And then it's all for nothing.
Yeah. So don't do that. Just wanted to mention that again. Yep. And we mentioned the Ohio Hill Country Festival.
Yes.
It's hard to believe, but we're back at festival season. It's coming up next week. This year it starts on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, just like it did last year. They did away with that preview night, took the stuff that they would usually do on that preview night, which they usually had some music, and they did the Coal Miner Olympics, and they moved all that stuff to Wednesday.
Okay.
And so they finally dropped the schedule, Jen.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited that the schedule's out. I'm going to start working on putting a preview story together for the Telegram.
Cool.
I think Pete wants to try to get that run in Saturday's edition. So we'll have a complete rundown of the schedule, all the events that they're having this year. It is a special year for those folks over there. It's the 50th anniversary of the Ohio Hill Country Festival.
That is really, really something.
That is something. I know in addition to that, the city of Wellston is celebrating its 150th anniversary, or its sesquicentennial.
Very good.
Just like down in the village of Oak Hill. And they're supposed to be doing some stuff for the 150th. I know.
Dude, if you don't stand in front of that cannon when they fire it, you just don't have any gumption.
Yeah, so I hear that they're going to fire the cannon there at the intersection of
Jeremiah Schaefer to be out live, Facebook living that.
So I probably will. So they
maybe stand to the side just a little bit.
Across the street. I'll be across the street.
Could be over at Johnny's.
Probably, or on the other corner there. But that cannon is located on Broadway in Pennsylvania, and the city, I guess, is supposed to be working with folks to be able to fire that cannon at the start of the hometown parade on Wednesday.
Woof.
Is what I hear. I need to make contact with them to make sure that all this is still good to go. But the festival will open. Dylan's throwing some pictures up that I took from last year. Here's from probably the hometown parade, or it could have been Saturday night's parade. But everything gets started on Wednesday, September 6th, with Hometown Day presented by Milton Bank OVB. The festival will open at 5 o'clock. They'll do a mini Queens contest at 5:30. That hometown parade is always at 6:30 p.m. And rumor has it they're going to be doing that cannon fire there. I got to get that confirmed that they're still going to do that. At 7 o'clock, they'll do the crowning of the senior citizen royalty. And as I mentioned before, the Coal Miner Olympics, which was a part of the coal festival that they continue to do with the Ahilco at 7:15. And at 7:45 is the Naked Karate Girls. Which is some kind of band, I guess.
It is.
I still got to look all this up.
They're supposed to be like a really, really fun party band.
Okay.
So the Naked Karate Girls.
So that should be fun. But that's kind of your opening day, Wednesday, and then it'll run through Saturday. So Thursday they'll have a slate of events. Friday, big thing on Friday, September 8th, they'll have that karaoke contest on the VFW stage. And as a part of the celebration for the 50th anniversary, they're doing $1,000 grand prize.
Holy moly.
For that, yeah. So it's big money.
Yeah.
Years past, I think it's been maybe $250, $500 maybe. So $5,000 to kind of celebrate the 50th there for that. And, Saturday, September 9th always wraps it up. They always have a slate of things starting, at 10 o'clock in the morning and going until they close at 11 o'clock. And they'll have that crowning of that 2024 royalty before they close. I think they're still trying to get some stuff sorted out on Saturday. There's a couple like TBAs to be announced on here for a couple of the spots, some of the entertainment that they're still sorting out. I do see the Simba Jordan band. He's been a regular for at least over a decade to the festival there. People seem to enjoy him a lot. They do have him as the entertainment at 8 o'clock on Saturday. So he'll wrap up before the crowning of that new royalty that represent next year's festival.
Cool.
So that's kind of a rundown real quick. We'll have complete coverage in the Telegram on that. Also on the Ahilco, they are doing
Hill Country.
Ohio Hill Country Festival. It's going to be hard for me not to say
I don't
Ahilco.
want John Pelletier coming over here and smacking us.
Yeah, we'll hear from him. They're doing pre-sale ride passes for the 2023. Yeah, very good deal. Those are available at Brodigan Sports and Trophy in Wellston, or you can get them from any Wellston Ahilco Society board member. Those tickets will be good from Wednesday to Saturday during the festival, which is set for September 6th through the 9th in downtown Wellston. It says this purchase includes a combination of inflatables. It says including a 7-foot tall laser tag and mechanical rides. It says these tickets will cost $30, and those interested can contact the Wellston Ahilco Facebook page for more information.
Okay.
So you can pick those up at Brodigan's or board members, or you can message the Facebook page and kind of set up a scheduled time. Maybe pick one up somewhere if you need to.
Very cool.
So $30, and that gets you rides throughout the festival. So cool. There's that. Speaking of festivals, got the Jackson Apple Festival coming up, 3rd week in September, Jen. That's when the opportunity to smell, taste,
deep
everything
fried pizza
apple.
Rolls. Yes.
Well, and then you got your foods there too. Do you think they'll have the deep fried pizza rolls this year?
They did last year.
Did they?
Yes.
But it wasn't the same.
It was
folks,
a church
though.
booth.
It's a different
I think the
folks,
Rotary.
Did you have any?
Oh, of course.
Were they as good as how the Rotary?
Okay, pizza rolls, yes. Deep fried, yes. Put it together, magic.
Okay, I'll have to try it because I always got the Rotary ones.
Yes.
I didn't try the church ones last year, so I'll have to try
them. And those Molnar cinnamon rolls.
Yes, that's always a hit up there by the. Usually, it's located up there by the courthouse. If that's where they will be again this year, but. Since we're speaking about the Apple Festival, this will be the 82nd anniversary of the Jackson Apple Festival. It'll be held September 19th through the 23rd, and now is the time to buy your pre-sale ride passes. Those are available for $10 each, and they're good for the unlimited rides, 1 day only during the festival, and you can redeem those at the ticket booth, one per person, non-refundable. And they provide a great savings.
Huge savings. So get those ahead of time.
Number of locations throughout Jackson that you can pick those up. A few of those are Nana's House, Southern Ohio Smiles, Jackson City Artisans, High Valley Bank here in Jackson, Virgil Hamilton's Nationwide, Stuart Fox Insurance, Brodigan's Sporting Goods in Wellston, which is the same place where the Ahilco ones are located. And so you can go there and get your Ahilco and pick up your Jackson at the same time. Cavalier Roller Ring and the Apple City Wholesalers, and you can also contact any of the Jaffe, which is Jackson Area Festival and Events members. They're also selling those passes. Okay. So that'll be here before you know it. I'll have to start working on my story for that as well, Jen.
Can't believe it.
That's coming up. I know we talked about the Village of Oak Hill and their sesquicentennial 150th anniversary down there. So in August, earlier this month, we're still in August, not September yet. The Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce, they meet monthly, usually the second Monday of the month. I go down, cover the meeting. It was revealed during this meeting that the world's largest acorn finally has a price tag. You want to guess what the price tag is? This is an estimated price tag.
Okay, so this is going to be metal.
It's going to be metal.
What kind of metal is it?
They're still working on all the details on it, but it's supposed to be a metal sculpture, and it's going to be the world's largest. And you got to remember the one in North Carolina was like what 10 foot or something, and weighed like over 1,000 pounds. So
I would have no idea how to guess. I'm going to say $100,000.
Well, not that much.
Okay,
only a quarter of that. So they're looking at 25,000.
Oh, that's it?
Is the estimated cost.
Oh heck!
So
let's do it.
That was the estimated cost that they gave for the world's largest acorn. So it could be a little more, could be a little less. They're still working out a little bit on that. I will say that they gave an update on what they had raised. They are at $3,355 as of that last meeting. But following the meeting, Curtis Strickland, who is the president for the chamber, was supposed to be picking up a donation from a High Valley bank for $1,000.
Okay.
So that'll bring them up to $4,355. And he had previously mentioned that he had reached out to the Ohio Arts Council for a grant of $5,000.
Okay.
So he reached out to them. They end up speaking again. And I guess during the conversation, he's like, do you think we could get 10? And they're like, yeah, I think you could probably get 10.
Well, then you're well on your way.
Yeah. So he said that was good news. So he basically got a yes for a $10,000 grant, but there's a catch with it. It's a 1-for-1 grant. So they have to match it.
Okay.
So if they give them 10, they have to come up with 10.
Okay.
So
then they'd be there, though. So
they'd be at 20. Yeah, they'd be at 20K. So, but he said the Ohio Art Council loves the idea, is really excited about it. He did say that he's had a lot of positive comments about the project, as well as negative comments. You got, the folks out there that think the money could be spent towards something better than a big metal sculpture, But he said you have your naysayers that think it could be used somewhere else, and this is what they're still hoping to get this done this year, since it's the 150th anniversary.
Yeah.
And he said they're pursuing some other grant funding through the Jackson County Community Fund and Walmart Community Grant. They plan to apply for those and maybe receive some funding from them as well. But he said that they have been working with Romar Metal Fabrication, and those folks have been working to design a model of what it will look like. And they're having an issue with doing the top of the acorn, kind of like the hat.
Okay.
With the stem.
Sure.
It's the one, that part of it, it's textured, and they're having some trouble with that. The company is. So they're working with a graphic designer now to come up with a way to make that happen. The chamber still hopes that the project will be done by the end of 2023, and because they want it to serve as a permanent reminder of the Village of Oak Hill's Sesquicentennial 150th anniversary. You can still donate towards that project. Donation forms can be found at the Oak Hill Chamber of Commerce Facebook page, or you can contact Curtis Strickland. That's 740-418-3649. So we have a story on that. We got a couple minutes here. Let me see what else I got. We'll just go into some more little briefs here, and I'll save this for next time I'm on. So the Sons of the American Legion, Post 371, will be having a golf tournament on Saturday, September 2nd, this weekend.
Okay.
That will be held at Franklin Valley Golf Course. Registration will be from 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. with a shotgun start at 8:30. The cost to play is $220 per team and includes skin games, food, and beverages will also be available. The first place team will receive $220, so you get your entry fee money back. And second place team will receive $110, so that's half of what you paid. And then proceeds from this event will benefit youth and community projects in the area. So that'll be coming up. If you need more information, you can contact our very own Chris Henry, 740-577-8065. So that's a little bit of information about that. Another event coming up next week. Well, this isn't an event. This is another road closure. Seems like it's just that time of year for the orange cones.
Yes.
So the Jackson County Engineer's Office will be replacing a large culvert at the intersection of County Road 64, which is Mount Zion Road, and Township Road 274, which is Chestnut Grove Road, starting on Tuesday, September 5th. It says both roads will be closed at the intersection. This closure will last approximately 1 week, depending on weather. This is additional daily road closures for small culvert replacements will occur on Mount Zion Road on Thursday. Well, that's already passed. Monday, September 11th, Thursday, September 14th. These closures will take place between the hours of 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. for the smaller culvert replacements on Mount Zion Road. Now, I didn't say exactly where those are at on Mount Zion, but just be aware if you're traveling on September 11th, the 14th, that there may be additional closures in addition to the one that's supposed to last a week.
Okay.
Depending on weather there. We got a minute left. So we was talking about apples. Victory Grange is in need of volunteers, Jen.
Yes.
For the annual apple butter making efforts. Apple Festival's fast approaching, and they will be at the Grange Hall on Pattinsville Road on Friday, September 8th, Saturday, September 9th, as well as Monday, September 18th. And then volunteers are needed these days to help in the process. They always make, I think, some batches of this apple butter.
Yeah, they
if you've
make
never
a lot
had
ahead
it,
of time because they can't keep up during the Apple Festival.
right. If you've never had it, it is fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
And when they make it up at the Apple Festival, it says that they'll need volunteers up there as well. If you can't make it out to one of the days prior to the festival. So the Apple Festival, like we said, is September 19th through the 23rd. If you're interested in helping or volunteering, you can see any member at the Victory Grange, or you can call 740-286-3099. Myself, I've gone down during the Apple Festival and have helped peel apples and stuff like that before. I've even taken turns, stirring the big pot of
and
apple
that's no
butter.
joke, man, because 1 second and that thing can scorch
Right.
and you are toast.
Right, and then you're just out a whole pot of it. You got to
Yes.
keep it. You got to keep mixing it, and
It's a big deal.
yeah, and they always use the funds from that. I think a lot of that goes back into the community.
Yeah,
they may do some scholarships and different things like that. But we've done some coverage on that over the years, and it's always a highlight of the part of the festival that people look for is that apple butter down there.
It's a lot of fun.
So,
Big old lines.
I think that's where we'll leave it for now, Jen.
Okay.
Since we're out of time.
Well, Jeremiah, we appreciate you so much for coming in, and we'll fill you in on more news later on in the week. Dylan, do we have anything else?
Nope.
Okay. He says no. So,
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you for hanging with me this morning.
Yep, no problem.
And we will be right back here tomorrow. So have a great day. Enjoy the beautiful weather, and we'll see you back then. Bye-bye.